Doma Sports Talk worldwide with some news from the world of boxing. So y'all know what time it is. You ain't in a rush to get concussed, baby. Now, boom. I got it on. Ain't even matching. Knowing if I throw these boy babies on, I might be matching at least. You right? What I'm saying? But I just decided, wait a minute, hold up. Told you. Right? We've been hearing a lot about the legend, Mike Tyson. Looking good on the mitts. And we'll talk about him a couple of days, looking good on the mitts. Now, I told you, because of the mitts, people talking about he can come back and he can beat these guys, he can beat that guy, and he can beat this and beat that, right? I don't agree with you because at the end of the day, you know, if that was the case, he would have been beating people on his way out. The Kevin McBrides and the Danny Williams of the world who beat him at the end, and now it's years in between. He's looking good on the mitts. And I told you, I said, well, I tell you what, if y'all want to get hyped about how Tyson Fury, Mike Tyson looking on them mitts, right? I told you that's muscle memory. He's gonna be looking formidable and getting himself fit. But a fight, especially 12 rounds, that's not what he's trying to do. He's coming back for 4 rounds. That's what he's saying. But people are so excited because it's Mike Tyson and that aura. If Mike Tyson come back and do anything, it's gonna be a whole lot of other ones come back. I told you. I mentioned the names. Lennox Lewis, Vitaly Klitschko. Those are the ones I mentioned. Evander Holyfield, right? Now, Evander Holyfield has already come out and said, well, if they offer us some money, then it's on anyway. And he older than Mike Tyson. He'll come back to fight him. He's 57 years old. He's shoot. Evander Holyfield say ain't nobody over 50 beating him anyway, right? So he'll come back. I know Lennox will and Vitaly Klitschko will too. Now, Danny Williams has also, put his his name in the hat. Danny Williams, right? And it's going to be more. Shannon Briggs, I'm hearing about maybe could possibly that could possibly be a fight in New York. That'd definitely be a bomb burner for sure in New York. But I'm just saying, if Mike Tyson is going to get all this attention from hitting the mitts, let me tell you, everybody, he's gonna come back, and we're gonna have an over 45, and probably not an over 50 league, but it's gonna be an over 45 league about to pop off here. Yeah, right. Because people can use the time to get a little bit fit. These older guys, they don't have to promise them, uh, you know, 3 month, lead up to the fight. I need a training camp for 3 months. I think you can give these guys, a month, 6 weeks training camps, and give them fights for 4 round fights would be enough. I'd probably say 6 or 8 round fights, and I'm gonna tell you there might be a market there, right? So let's see what happens with Mike Tyson. I'm hearing all these things. I don't really think it's a great idea, but if they, don't make it championship fights and fighting these younger guys, because we don't want nobody getting hurt up in here. Let's make sure that's clear. Entertainment is one thing, getting hurt is another thing. I think we should to separate those. I'll probably get these guys to fight each other, a few older guys, not as many rounds and things like that. Maybe they should even think about headgear. I know that's probably wouldn't look so good, headgear, but when you get older, that cranium's not supposed to be getting hit, so I don't really know how that would happen, but it sounds interesting if they're fighting each other. But if you're coming down fighting these guys that you think that they can beat because they're legends, everybody got ligaments and bones and a whole lot of other aches and pains. You don't want to be messing around, with these younger dudes who you think, what I'm saying, because that's that quickness that you saw on the pads. Speaking of pads, Ricky Hatton on pads now too. It's like it's true. Mike Tyson gonna do some pads, some mitts, and pads and stuff. Then I might do the mitts too. Everybody gonna be on there doing mitts. I told you, like Bruce Lee said, they don't hit back, so you're gonna look cool on that. But when you do that, that looks cool, right? But you don't know how long he rested after just showing you that. He probably was sitting over there, man. In 30 minutes, we'll do the next little video real quick, right? And then get up and just bam, 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 and exhausted. That can't happen in a fight. So you have to really, really get fit and get your cardiovascular up, and do a lot of road work and all that other stuff that's involved. So, who knows if he's going to do that. I just think we should put the brakes on that. But like I said, boom. If Mike Tyson's getting this attention or planning on coming back and doing anything seriously, a lot of people going to come back. Watch what I tell you. Doma Sports Talk worldwide. And I'm up out of here, y'all.